July. That's connected. Yeah. Make sure I befriend Mathieu van der Poel. I'm checking on this screen and see how loud the Okay, how does that sound? Like mine. Okay. I feel like it sounds better than having the fan right on the microphone. Alright, so I'm on the BMX Bandit. I'm gonna stay on the BMX Bandit, let's be real. No. Alright, so today I switched to my 55 front ring to see how well it works with the virtual steering or virtual gears. Last time I did this, I don't know that it made a difference, but if I get a chance to sprint today against Mathieu van der Poel, I need all the help I can get. And so some people have said that, I put it in the chat the other day in the Zwift chat. I was like, hey, you know, this event's coming up. Let's see if we can get Mathieu van der Poel to sprint in the power segments. And some people indicated that he's, you know, he's more of a gentleman than that. He's not gonna go for it or take the bait. But I'm gonna still try. And so we'll see. Let's see how this goes. Oh man, this feels so different. Main thing I'm concerned with is my trainer losing resistance like it did before, because I think what happens is it picks up on like a difference between what it thinks it should be at and what it actually is reading, and so it basically releases a resistance in order to protect itself. And so we'll see, but I'll save all that for the next episode. So that's what we're going to be talking about. All the stupidities that I had to go through to figure out what works, what doesn't for all of my equipment. And if you're here, happy Thanksgiving. As you guys can see, I'm in a different location as I'm traveling, visiting family, but I wanted to spend time with my chosen family, extended family. Not just my personal family, but those of you who decided to join, hang out. If you have the ability to race, Mathieu van der Poel will be on in 20-something minutes with Eric Min, the CEO of Zwift, who's truly making all this magic happen. how this feels. The 2.5 feels right. A little bit tough. One of the issues I had before with the 55 tooth ring is basically like the first few gears really didn't feel like they did anything. And then the top few gears felt exceptionally hard. But right now it's feeling okay. It's feeling okay. We'll see. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I got some interesting looks from my wife. I told her we're packing everything. She's like, are you sure? I hope you enjoy, man. Have a good Thanksgiving. I'm still doing 140 on 1-1. Let's see. I think it's reading. Misreading, or hasn't recalibrated.
Right on. Right on.
Come on, catch up, Miguel. Get with the program. Switching to 2-1, the power does come up ever so slightly. Or maybe it is reading something. Reading. We'll see. You guys aren't watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I appreciate it. If you're choosing, what was that? What was that? 18, whatever. Like, oh, I'm gonna have to go back through Mr. Eric Schlage's notes to see what that was. Zwift Insider. That looked pretty cool. I wonder if that was someone leveling up. Is that what that was? Right now, just cruising along, warming up the legs. Again, if you're choosing to have me on either while you're watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade or choosing me over the parade, I appreciate it. Truly. I love watching the parade. And so usually these Thursday events, like holiday events, I'm always hesitant. Because there's different family traditions that we have. And we do our best to follow, but I didn't want to miss an opportunity to sprint against Mathieu Van der Poel. If I can bait him into sprinting, that would be fantastic to see what kind of power he can produce through the power segments. I know that it is highly unlikely, but I brought my 35-pound dumbbells because I need them to keep me nailed to the ground when I sprint. That is, it's amazing how easy it is to lift a trainer off the ground at full speed. And so I'm trying to prevent that. Again, I'm not in my usual setup, so I don't want to fall over. I don't want to pull a Riz and fall over. That was, man, tell you what, he got out of it pretty clean considering. He toppled with his bike. And while indoor riding is generally safe, way more safe than outdoor riding, there's always a risk of stuff happening. And so those just hopping in, warming up, getting ready for the Thanksgiving Day ride with Eric Min, the owner CEO of Zwift, and Mathieu van der Poel, and what looked like 7,000 other friends, including Rough Draft, BBB, all the big names in Zwift YouTube cycling are going to be there. And so I wanted to throw my hat in and be there too. Because it's fun. It's fun racing with guys that I look up to. And hopefully I can keep up with. Because I don't know what to expect on this type of event. I'm used to seeing the regular like Zwift event races, where usually the A plus guys will go off in the front, kind of keep going, and then you little by little start to see all the categories file. Categories start to rank and file. The A group goes off, A plus groups go off the front, and then the A guys, and then the Bs, and little by little you get little pockets of Bs and pockets of Cs, and then so it looks like there must be someone leveling up. That's cool. That's a very cool animation. And so it's one of those where you get to pick who you ride with and how hard you want to go and where you truly are at. And that's what I love about mass start races, is you really find your peoples. And so now I get to see whether or not being on the 55 tooth chainring is going to make a difference, because we're going uphill just a little bit. Don't know if you'll be able to see my core sensor data. It's kind of buried behind my image. But there it goes. Have the stats up. I like seeing it. I like kind of knowing what my optimal operating temperature is. Just like a car, our bodies have an optimal operating temperature. And believe it or not, 98.6 degrees for exercise performance is not optimal. I feel like it blunts a lot of the appropriate signals. Right, we got some resistance. But does it feel appropriate? Because what I don't want to happen is to hit some of the steeper ramps and not be able to power through them because I don't have the bottom end of my gears to work with. This feels about right. About 13 minutes or so to go. Warming up the legs. For those of you who have joined the crew, whether it's the Painting Monday Mafia crew, or new subscribers to the channel, new watchers to the channel, just want to let you know I'm grateful for you guys and all of the many friends that I've developed over the last couple of years on Zwift. This community is something special. Like, it is fantastic having a community that supports you, encourages you, and will tease you to no end to keep you motivated and going. Now, being a guy from the military, that is basically part of our love language in the military, is messing with each other, harassing each other, teasing each other. Not to weaken people, but to strengthen people. And I know for some people that doesn't always make sense, but it works. It works in the right circumstances. But like the song says, you gotta know when to show it, know when to hold it, and know when to run away. And today might be one of those days where I have to run away. Yo, what's up, Dave? Well, if I can't compete against Mathieu van der Poel, I truly am not ultra worried about, like, not trying to beat him. I'm trying to get an idea of what kind of sprint he has. Whether it's 5 seconds or 20 seconds, 10 seconds, it doesn't matter. I know he can probably drop 1,000 watts for over 30 seconds. But some of those lead-out trains that he participates in, they're, especially for Jasper Philipsen, you're talking about, they're easing into it at 600-700 watts. And a kilometer or two out. Probably 2 kilometers out. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping this turns into a race with Mathieu van der Poel. I doubt it, but I'm hoping it does. I really just want to see him sprint. If I can gauge what his sprint is like through the power segments, then I can at least try to copy it and work on closing that gap. But I would imagine that he probably has a good, like, his 15 to 30 second sprint is probably in the like 12 to 1500 range, which I just can't hold right now. My 30-second max is like 900. 15-second is like, hovers between a little over 1,000 and a little under 1,100, right around there. So it really would be nice to close that gap. Because part of my goal, as I mentioned previously, is to do the My Whoosh Sunday Race Club and really see if I can get My Whoosh to pay for Zwift. That would be the ultimate life hack. One's free, but pays you. The other one you pay, but the races are free. I mean, you don't get any money. And so it would be nice to have one to pay the other. Okay, yeah, good to know. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm hoping Eric Min lets him off the leash and just lets him have fun. Or maybe it's his race directors that are like, hey, don't go too crazy. These are humans. They're not World Tour pros. Don't go on a breakaway finish like you did with Foggy in Paris-Roubaix. Because he could probably finish this stage before I would venture to say before we get into the first 5K, if he wanted to. Like, if he was warmed up and ready for it, I would think he could truly outpace all of us by that much. I'm sure there's some A+ guys that will probably stay closer to him and keep that gap at a minimum. But I would think he could probably hold 500+ watts for at least an hour, like most World Tour pros. And that's just, like, I think my best 1 minute power is just under 600. So there's a big gap there that I need to close, but that's the goal. Get stronger, get fitter. As I mentioned previously, I don't want to just do it through losing weight. Like, that's not that I think it's cheating, But I feel like that just inflates your numbers and messes with the algorithm in a way that I would just rather be stronger. So far, the resistance on my bike is feeling good. Well, one of the things that I keep hearing in different interviews with like professional team trainers, not only his team from Alpecin, but also from Jacob Alula, I was listening to one the other day, and a lot of them keep repeating the same things: volume, 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 high threshold volume. And so I can't really do volume, but I can do higher threshold. And even though I don't do a lot of workouts, I still push myself on races to maximize my threshold while racing. And it's funny because I started off as a person that was like, I never understood why people would use races as a workout. Now I have a bit of understanding. I wouldn't do zone 2 in a race because that just seems unnecessary or unfeasible because other people actually are taking it seriously. But I would use it for like intervals, doing high VO2, sprint intervals, going on breakaways, like stuff like that. Yeah, and that's the one part that I feel disconnected from, is I hit my red line, and I feel like within seconds, my body pulls the brakes. Where I know these guys can hit the red line and hold it there. And I don't know if that's a volume thing or if that's a physiology thing. Either way, both of them are negotiable. Because, well, like people like Tadej Pogacar have excellent DNA. And he probably has, genetically built himself in a way where obviously he's one of the best in the world. But epigenetics plays a huge role into how your DNA is expressed. And so if you can manage your epigenetics through nutrition, through exercise, through supplements or whatever, then you can push yourself closer and closer to that same physiology. And so I'm a firm believer that, yeah, people are genetically gifted, but that doesn't mean the average person can't move into the same territory and get closer. I mean, look at all the things that's coming out about heat training, about the Norwegian method, VO2 max sessions. Like, there's so much stuff coming out saying, like, hey, if you do these things, you push yourself further and further into that, sustainable, being able to sustain some of these harder efforts. All right, I'm gonna switch bikes because I'm gonna need it. And then stuff comes to a stall. This is where, oh man, I forgot to switch. This is where the fun begins. Should have been drinking this whole time, but I didn't. And so that's the goal, is can we do it as non-lifers, so to speak? Because these guys, like you mentioned earlier, he grew up in cyclocross, and so he's most likely, his body's used to that level of pressure. Wow. Look at the numbers climb. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna have to close. Actually, I'm not gonna mess with sauce right now. Definitely not gonna get that one. Not the 4.5 Pros. I'll go with this 65s.
Ride on.
Here we go. Moving. That went by too fast. This is the biggest pen I've ever been a part of. Most of the pens that I ride in, come on, trainer. Most of the pens that I ride in are sub 100. And really, because I'm on the East Coast, come on. Because I'm on the East Coast, there we go. We're talking about, most of them are sub 50. Yeah, timing is crucial, man. That's why when I saw the time for this, I was like 11 a.m. I was like, that's right in a decent window where not everything is getting started, but at the same time, I wanted to do 2 races back to back. I was going to do the stage 2 for the New York tour first and then this, but I didn't want to push my luck on timing. Because again, love hanging out, love cycling, love racing, but also need to spend time with family too. Yeah, I'm hoping my graphics don't crash, because I have my graphics set up to, I want to give him the Barry Bonds treatment if he's willing to sprint. Matter of fact, I wonder if I'm going to private message him. I'm going to be that guy and see. If I can spell his name correctly.
Hammer time.
Jesus. So many Vanderpools.
Right on.
No. Is this? Okay, this is the Full True Pro. Oh, I can't. Oh, wait. Maybe I can.
Right on. Right on.
So the message I sent to him is asking, will he be sprinting today? And thanking him for his time. So we'll see if that works. Yeah, the chat's insane. Listen, this is incredible. This is a big event. 4,000 people so far. And 6 of those people, I happen to know. Oh, 4,000. Oh, where did Eric's? Oh man, Eric's Min's message like scroll by so fast. Alright, so I'm going to set my phone aside. Hopefully Matthew Van Der Poel responds. I doubt it. Because he's going to be on the bike, spinning his legs too. And 5 seconds to go. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you so much. It's an incredible year of growth. Not just personally, but in game.
Right on.
Alright. There we go. Amazing turkey. Alright. I hear it. I hear it wobbling. I know Rough Draft is in this for sure. At least I saw his name when I signed up for it. All right. Oh. Messed that one up. That's gonna make for some fun.
Streetlights flicker, shadows creep slow. Subway rumble underneath, life humble. Hustles in, sneakers on paper. Never stop. Heartbeats match, ticking clocks, skyscrapers lean, they watch you run.
Nice.
Ride on.
Losing out on valuable traffic. Question is, where is MVPD and Eric Min? Are they in this group? Yeah, I don't see the yellow highlight ahead of me. I don't know if I'm in the front group or if might be in the frontmost group. Hey, I guess Eric heard me. Thank you, Eric. Make me feel like you're speaking directly to me. Now I do have Mathieu Van der Poel as a friend and highlighted, so he should be one of the people highlighted if we do come across him, as well as Eric Min. Well, I got a favorite Eric Min. I forgot to do that. Alright, looks like we're the front group. So, which I'm kind of glad, because the first power segment, I'm going to set my stamp and see. But I'll probably be too far past for me to see the results. I wonder where Rough Draft is at. Okay. This is, for those racing ZRL on Tuesday, This is going to be the key to that stage. Get in the front, stay in front. Attrition's going to happen. People are going to be hurting. But if you don't stay in that front group, you're going to miss out on valuable points, FAL points. Now, thankfully, they fixed the drafting, so it makes it a little bit easier for lightweight riders to keep up on scenarios like this. Wow. The question is, are these power segments active? We'll see. We'll find out in just a moment. I don't see the pop-up banner for it. They're not active. My whole plan goes down the tube. That's what it says. Not quite there yet. Oh, 10 seconds. Yeah, we crossed through the threshold and it did not. Doesn't look like it. The banner was activated. So we see the segment. That's unfortunate. There goes my whole plan. Happy Thanksgiving, man. If you're on shift today, please stay safe. Colin, Riz, anybody else in the public service sectors, police, fire, rescue, please stay safe. A lot of stupid people out there. Don't let them drag you into their own madness. That's the key to those segments. Spin up early, shift all the way down, about halfway up the climb, if not a little higher, depending on your weight. The resistance is going to catch you. And if you're in a low enough gear, you won't feel it. Look how much it stretched out the group. It's actually my first time on this stage for doing this route. I think I know Sauce has the maps now. That was the update recently. I guess since I can't sprint against Mathieu van der Poel, I'll be happy to say that I beat him to the line if I can make it. To the line before him. It's just here on the TTT. Swift HQ in the house. These are way too late. All right, one more of these. For a second. All right, come on, peoples. There you go, guys. Pull through, pull through. There you go. Pull through, man. Use that Norseman power. Good job, fellas. Good job. Yeah, it's a group ride, but exactly. Racers want to race. Alright. Good. Oh man, again, the wrong time. Hit the wrong button. Come on, guys, hold on. Alright. Yeah. I shifted to my 53 tooth chainring, and so my cog is not aligned perfectly. Oh my god. It's like half a gear misaligned. Alright. How far are we talking about? Alright. No small group ahead of us. That's Colin's favorite one. Alright. How far back are we talking on those guys? Oh, we're way ahead. Oh, Jesus. They're still not even on the first climb. They're just coming out of the tunnel. Holy Jesus. My God. Guess we did go out a little too hard. Want to bring these guys up. No, I don't think these guys are being lapped. It's that front group. I almost wish I could U-turn. Oh, it looks like they're coming into the tunnel now. Pretty soon. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? I guess I have no choice but to wait. Come on. Dude, you're embarrassing me. Eric's on the video. Come on. Here's my mouth, sir. Oh my god, too much sweat on my keyboard. Dude. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. What the hell? Why is it not picking up? Come on. Yes. Let's go. Come on. Let's wait real quick. Why are you not holding? Really? Oh my god. Close the companion app. Let's try this again. Or this guy. Come on. They're already on. And they're passing me. I see them. For the love of God. Come on. Please shift up. What is going on? Bruh. Sorry guys, I forgot to turn on sauce. I can't see you just yet. Definitely pissed something off. I can't shift into my second set of gears. Okay. Looks like they're crossing over top of me. Can't tell if they're in the group in front or behind. Boy, Eric, man, it's way back there. But he might still be behind me then. I'm gonna go on a limb and saying that putting myself in the 55 tooth chainring was not the greatest of ideas. I don't think my trainer appreciated it. All right, that was fun. To the line. Oh wait, we got another 30 minutes of this? Oh, it was a group ride. I think a 29-minute completion on that route's pretty good. What do you guys think? These sauces closed, I can't see the messages, but
Ride on.
I'll take your word for it that that was dumb and entertaining all at the same time. For me to try and sprint finish on a group ride that has another half hour. Hopefully I caught up to, I see Eric Min is up ahead. I'm hoping this is the Mathieu van der Poel group. So keep an eye out for his name. All the coffee stops. You guys are, oh wait, I just saw someone with the Eric Min shirt. Kit. Was that him? Let me check. Yeah, I basically lapped him, which is insane to think. Sorry. I just saw someone with a Eric Min like shirt for the event. So I'm wondering if that could have been Mathieu van der Poel. Oh yeah, he's right behind me. Woohoo! All right, guys. I'm on Mathieu van der Poel's fan view, so I know that's what you guys really came here for. It's a little hard to see him. But he's in there. There you go. See the pop-up name highlighted. Oh, he's in his Alpecin. Makes sense. Why wouldn't he be? In his Alpecin jersey. No. I want to go back to fan view. And then we're going to change. What do you guys want? Angle rear facing is not going to work. Rear facing, sort of okay. See the mob behind him. Third person. Let's do. How does helicopter view look? Can I? Nope, I can't do helicopter view. Alright, so we'll stay on third person for now. Again, I know that's why you guys are here. You notice they have his heart rate covered. Alright, Colin. Appreciate it, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy. Again, if you're working today, stay safe. And for anyone serving today in any service-based industry, whether it's public service, restaurant, hey, there's a good shot of Mathieu. Good shot. By the way, if you're ever on fan view or on helicopter and you want to find yourself, use the Zwift ride bomb because it highlights your guy since it emanates outward. So I don't know where I'm at in comparison to him. I'm not worried. He's already completed this entire stage at least once. But this is fantastic. How cool is this? Mathieu van der Poel hanging out with us normies on his day. And again, I like the fact that they have his heart rate hidden. We get to see his power and his gear. So he's on the SRAM gear setup. Him being on 1.4 and pushing out 250 watts. That means he's either on a very big ring. Yeah, look at Gordon sprinting by. Good job, man. I feel you, brother. So he's either on a really, really big chainring, or his trainer resistance is maxed, and he's just cruising along. But that's some good power, man. At 1.4, my guess is he's on a 58 or 62 chainring. So he can, because when I'm on 1.4, I'm at like 170 watts. And so, and you guys saw on the 55 tooth chainring, it was a little bit higher. Let's see, where am I at? I have no clue where I'm at. Gordon, was that you that just sprinted by? You on screen and in chat? Good to see you, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving, if you do celebrate. If not, I get it. Colonization. Oh wait, am I seeing my gears? Oh, I'm seeing my gears with his power data. That's weird. Yeah, it's not letting me shift up. Okay. I'll deal with that after the stream. And here I thought I was watching his gears. Oh well. I don't think my gears are engaging because I'm holding 1.8. Let me see. 112. Okay, there we go. A little bit. A little bit resistance. Not much. Yeah. But it's still his power data. I can guarantee you that. Because you'll see, like, if I stop spinning, you see the RPM is still going. And so that's his data from my gears. Disco kids, nice. So I think I would have probably, my avatar is probably somewhere else in game, on the map somewhere, because this is way far away from where I was at. They were halfway through this map before, when I caught up to them. And so, or something like that. But again, these are those opportunities to hopefully get my name out in the ether. You may not ever have seen my name, recognize my name, but at some point I can be like, hey, remember that route that we did? You were in it too, and I was there, and 6,000 of our other friends were there. Slowing down. Why is he slowing down? Is he going to sprint? Is he going to go for it? Oh, I would love to see him sprint. Brah. No. He's just coasting. If he could virtually high five, I'm sure he would. Oh, it doesn't give me the... No! Don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Oh, man. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, there he goes. No! There he goes. I was trying to see if it would let me use the emojis still. So I can, So looking at where I was at for that brief moment, I'm probably behind this group somewhere. Let's see if I hit this power segment. Ooh, oh boy. I hit something. Where's my guy? I can't be that far behind. I felt that. Oh. Woohoo. Didn't see myself yet. But I felt that like the escalator hit at the same time as they did. Yeah, women's peloton's got some great racers. Very different style of racing to the men's. And I know a couple of people have tried to explain it. A couple of commentators have tried to explain it. I don't know if it's a lack of experience in terms of racing tactics, or it's just a quote-unquote dog-eat-dog. Oh, someone from GCN is here. What is that? Someone, Peter North? Pete? I think that's his name. Paul North? Way to go, GCN. I'm glad you guys are here. I can tell you, I am definitely not on this 4% rise. As if I am, I'm not feeling it. There we go, starting to feel something. And so, there's definitely a different, women seem to be more aggressive when it comes to their riding styles. Oh man, doing this blind, not fun. My trainer disconnect again? Are you for reals? Oh, I see what it is. It's not my trainer. Guys, my Wi-Fi on my phone keeps crashing out. Hopefully that doesn't, hopefully the same is not happening to my laptop. At least I don't see it. Let's see if it picks up automatically. I hope not. Or I hope it does. Because I don't want to... gotta go to the paired device screen again. Dude, why is my Wi-Fi acting up on my companion app? My trainer got stuck at like 50% or something. Alright. Oh my god. This is annoying. And so this is, I'm glad I have two instances of this where my app disconnects, and as soon as it reconnects, my apps or my devices don't reconnect automatically like they should, like they used to. Over wild land. Where am I at? Right in the middle of a climb. Are we gonna connect? Are we doing it? Did it seriously just disconnect again? While we were connecting, you disconnected again. Brah. Technology, man. All right. This is going to be good material for my video next week. Come on. That's the whole point of the video, is troubleshooting these issues. And so, like I said a second ago, what I recognize, and this is where when I see posts on Facebook or people complaining in game, not letting me shift. Oh, there we go. I'll tell you what, in response to that, to Luca's comment there, MVP being the GOAT, he has impressed me this year in a way that I didn't recognize. I was not a huge fan of his prior to this year because I didn't really know the guy. Didn't watch a lot of his races. In the last few years, he's kind of been mid-pack. I'm in Spain right now. Weather's in Belgium not the greatest. I would love to be in Spain. 225 average. Slacker. So he's probably doing zone 2, zone 1. But the last year, and really the year before that, everybody talked to, all the commentators talked him up, but he'll be mid-pack at best. And I looked at him as kind of a guy that was like his career was already done. Unless you're in London, Matthew, then the weather's terrible at best. But and so this year, the way he changed his racing and really animating everything, staying with Pogacar the way he has, that's been so refreshing to see. That I feel like he's truly in his prime. Just trying to get over this hill. Alright. I can coast a little more. Yeah, so Kate, Zwift official. What's up? Yeah, so seeing him animate races the way he did this year, a lot like Peter Sagan used to before his last couple of years, where he kind of seemed like he was frustrated with everything. And so he definitely won me over. And I feel like a bonehead not looking deeper into him as a racer. And then I may have missed out on other great rides that he's done. A couple guys I know in this group. Since we're almost finished with this, let me get Mathieu van der Poel back on the screen if I can. As a matter of fact, let's get this guy on the screen. Mr. Eric Min, surrounded by 1,000 of his closest comrades. How cool is this that we could all be in a environment where I'm direct messaging Eric Min. And thank you for this event, because this is truly fantastic that he's able to put on these events and get everybody internationally. Hey Brian, I see you in there. Mr. Brian Hall, fantastic racer. Hey, there we go. And Mathieu van der Poel back on the screen. Hopefully, no more Wi-Fi issues. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Press the wrong button again. Somebody needs to take away my controllers. All right. This is fantastic. So again, so cool that an event like this can be put together. And not only can he bring out people like Mathieu van der Poel and some others, because I think I saw one of the ladies from the Zwift the Femme Avec Zwift racing here as well. And it just brings everybody together, which is awesome to see. Ooh, nice two-tone Tron bike. That's the one bike that I wish Zwift didn't kind of muck it up. Such a great bike when I started Zwifting, and it really was the pinnacle of what you wanted to race with. And then Specialized paid that good sponsorship money to have the SLA S-Works become the #1 bike on the platform. And so now we have people that will do a lot of work to get the Tron bike, but it's not going to reflect the effort they put in to achieve that goal. Look out for my Christmas ride. Ooh, another one. That's going to be cool. Let me switch. I want to make sure. There. Thanks, Gordon. Keeping me in check. We're switching back to the So so I used to have a little mouse pad, like one of the little mini keyboards, but I stopped using it because I sweat right on my devices that are right here. And so what I need to do is what I've seen some people do and get a 3D printed platform that pushes everything out a little further. And then I need to program my Elgato app to open up the Zwift Connect screen. If I can get it to do that, that would be awesome. I mean, I have remote access to my computer, but again, it's a so the issue that's happening today is my phone is laying flat. So here's a quick, in hopefully under 2 minutes, I can give you how wireless technology works. So wireless radio waves are waves. They travel in, for the most part, so your average Wi-Fi router spreads a signal outward in every direction. You have other directional antennas, but we won't talk about that for now. So when it spreads it outward in directions, depending on the orientation of the antenna, if it's standing straight up, if it's sideways, or if it's laying flat, you're going to get a different wavelength or waveform propagation. It's either going to do this, or it's going to be flat and kind of doing one of these. And it'll go either, again, outward forward, outward sideways. And it's not going to, depending on the orientation of your receiving device, it will catch it. The closer you are, the less this matters. The further you are away, depending on the frequency, the wider the spread of the wavelength, then you start to get a lot more issues. That's why you can be 5 feet away from your wireless router, have good signal, but you're 3 feet away, your signal drops. 10 feet away, your signal drops. There's an optimal donut, so to speak, around your Wi-Fi router, depending on the orientation of the antennas. Again, if they're laying flat, they can go up and down, and you're going to get some spread outward, but it's not going to be as much or far-reaching. And so most laptops have antennas around the screen. Most laptops are facing upward like this, sideways, and they do catch the antenna signal very well. But my cell phone, on the other hand, I had it laying flat on concrete behind a window with a metal frame. And all 3 of those things have different wavelength propagation properties. One is going to allow the transmission of the wavelength to go easier than another. And so that kind of stuff is what messes with your Wi-Fi when you're in your living room and everything works great because your wireless router is underneath your TV, and then you go inside your bathroom and you lose your signal while you're on the toilet. But when you're brushing your teeth, it's fine. But when you're in your bedroom, your signal stops at the door because you have walls that might have concrete in them, might have electrical lines, might have water lines. All that stuff matters. So, all that to say, I hate technology. Been in it for far too long. I just want stuff to work. It's 2025, for God's sake. I just want it to work. Like, why can't I have a magic button, an easy button that says on, and everything comes on, and everything works, nothing has issues? Like, why hasn't that AI been invented yet? Where technology troubleshoots itself and says, hey, stand a little to your left. There you go. Now we're good. Feel free to patent that idea if you come up with a solution. I'll be happy to support you. Sorry, that was my rant. I know I went over 2 minutes. But I've been in this game for far too long in the world of technology. And in the military, I used to deal with radio comms on the receiving side and on the communication side and on the intercept side. I learned a lot of what I know about signals from the intercept side, which is always fun. But these days, it's kind of like the stuff I learned was old technology. New technology these days has ways to kind of like minimize issues, where it will do its best to talk with the receiving device and say, hey, our signal's crap, let's adjust our frequency, make it a little bit easier for you, make it a little bit faster to maintain good service, but you're going to lose quality. And that's kind of a balancing act. Now in my personal house, I have multiple antenna, And so that problem only happens when my device gets stuck on one side of the house, but I'm all the way on the other, and it doesn't hop from one antenna to the other. But again, that's part of what I'll be going through for next week's video, is that type of setup and how I deal with troubleshooting it. So, almost there. A little under 3 minutes left. As you guys see, hanging out with Mathieu van der Poel. And what truly has been a fun event. Not only because of my technological issues, but because of this. I actually like the new routes. I know a lot of people don't like the New York map, period. Doesn't matter what part of New York they're on, they hate it. I love the expansion. I love what they did. I love the routes. I love the graphics. Everything about it is fantastic. I love the old map. I like the toughness of the climbs. I love the toughness of the routes. I love the fact that it's not perfectly flat, and you really have to fight to maintain a good position on those stages. I think overall Zwift did a great job with the expansion of New York. I really love the transition going from the new New York to the old New York. That little city center that they built, you go through a couple streets and then all of a sudden you're out in Central Park again. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Love the way it looks, love what they did with it. Haha, that's funny. My headphone's connected to my AirPad, I think. My iPad. Sorry. Just noticed there's a bunch of water on the floor. Yeah, so again, for those of you guys who are celebrating with family, hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. Hope you get a chance to get out, have some fun, spend quality time with your family, as I will be doing in less than a minute. And if you're serving tonight, whether it's you're serving on police, fire, rescue, military, doesn't matter, restaurant, Publix, grocery stores, super centers, stay safe, be good. If you're going out traveling, travel safe. If you're going out shopping, be kind. Be kind to other people. The best thing you can do to make someone's evening, because they don't want to be there any more than you do. You should have bought that gift sooner. But just be kind to people. That's really what it comes down to. Be kind, have fun. Looks like I might hit the 40-kilometer mark right at the end of this. So again, appreciate you guys. Me, that's funny. Check in on the stream once again. Yay! Oh, cool, I get a jersey. Oh, sweet. I did not expect that. Hey, that is Mathieu van der Poel done. He's like, all right, 60 minutes, stopped. There's probably someone like, all right, here you go, some water. He's like, he has a whole pit crew of people that are supporting him. So, I'm going to message him one more time. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm off. Appreciate you guys. All those have passed by. And if you catch this later, thank you for rewatching. Hopefully, have enough of Mathieu van der Poel in there. Stay safe, eat well. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday. All right, guys.